Okay, so for today we're gonna do an exercise I think can help a lot with handstand stability, which in turn will help you with hand hops. And this is still also an experiment for me, but back then I would used to do a lot of handstand walks, and I think handstand walks really helps a lot with balancing yourself back and forth, because when you're walking, you have no choice but to make sure your legs are ahead of your body in the direction you're walking. So for instance, if I start back there and walk here, my legs will be somewhat guiding my hands, and I'll show you guys right now. So whenever I got stuck, that's because I was doing basically a regular handstand. And then I'd have to think about my legs, sort of lean them over my head a little bit, and then my hands would follow. And I think that's helpful because when you're trying to get handstands, basically your legs, if you don't have like full control of your legs, you're always gonna like want to move your hands. That was a huge problem I had in the beginning when I was learning handstands. I would always move my hands. But after sort of learning how my legs work, it was a lot easier for me to balance my legs like right above my hands. And then now I have like sort of a opposite type problem where sometimes when I try to walk, I end up like staying still because my legs are like straight above me. So, I mean, that's a good problem to have if what you're aiming for is just a handstand, but handstand walks in itself can be a good skill to have. Another thing for handstand walks is like starting in this position and walking backwards. So instead of like me starting there and going there, I start here in the same, like I'm facing the same way, and then I walk backwards. Hopefully I don't hit that. So you guys get the idea? It's pretty much helping you balance both ways. And that is the exercise of the day. It's a great progression to do. I'm gonna start doing this for my hand hops as well, just because my hand hops, I'm finding myself hopping in different directions. So let's go ahead and just do a few of them, just to show you what I mean. Yeah, need to adjust because I just switched and the floor is not leveled. But like doing that one hand hop is good enough as an example. Basically what I'm doing is I'm kicking that way, which is something I shouldn't be doing. I should be trying to kick directly up. That was a lot better. And the way I sort of connected in my mind to relate it back to the exercise, when I'm doing handstand walks, what I'm trying to do is bring my legs more forward. And that sort of helps me walk that way. But because I know from my hand hops, I'm kicking that way, I sort of need to fix it by going more that way. And then I'm thinking of almost like doing a handstand walk instead. And that's actually exactly my thought process for how I just fixed it. And that was like, it just came out of the air. Like I didn't think about this before recording, but this is how I'm connecting it right now. And I think it can be helpful for you guys too if you're having the same hand hop issues as me. I'm gonna try one more. Still somewhat kicking that way, but it's a lot more balanced. which means I still need to think about like leaning that way more. But for now, let's go ahead and end off with the 2 exercises. I'm just gonna do 2 hand hops, or attempt 2 hand hops on my right side, and then 2 on my left side. And I shouldn't have looked at the camera. I don't know what I was thinking. I should be looking at my hand, at least for now. That was like the most stable I was after a hop. I feel like I could have hopped again, but that's gonna be it for the right side. I feel like I almost fell kind of hard. That was kind of risky. Let's go left side. I'm gonna start off just stabilizing myself. I feel like my left leg's not really kicking, my right leg is, so I just gotta pump my heel up a bit more. That's gonna be it for today. I definitely feel like by just doing it, even though I don't have great form or anything, I'm still somehow getting like better at it just by like thinking about it, and my body is getting used to actually being in one hand each and being in a tucked position. So that's it for today. Hopefully you guys find my tip for handstand walks helpful. I think that exercise will help you get handstand stability first if you don't have that, and then even if you do have that, it can help stabilize or help balance your hand hops, which should help with one-handed hand hops, and that is my ultimate goal. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.